Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin back with this week's navigation, or at least energetic navigation for the week. And it was a bit of a challenge for me because I was kind of halfway expecting some moon and planetary shifts and changes to give me something to land on so I can share the messages with you. And not a lot came up except for some important notes with where the sun is moving to and where Saturn's moving to. So let's get right to the cards and the messages. Um, right off the bat, this is the week of May 18th to the 24th, and we're in week 21 of the year. So Saturn, which is the planet of boundaries and structure, plus lessons, is moving out of Pisces into the sign of Aries this week and will be there until 2028. It's also interesting to note that Saturn, which will go retrograde around July 12th, 13th. And that's where our goals and plans and anything that we've got in place could use an update and would benefit from one. So take a little revisit around the middle of summer just to see where we're at, just to see what's going on, and if you need to make any adjustments, which we should do on a regular basis. Now, with this movement from Saturn into Aries, we're going to have to wait and see if Saturn, boundary, structure, lessons, can curtail the fiery and boisterous ram to knuckle down and listen. If not, this might be another battle of might makes right. May not affect you personally, but it can affect the energy around you. So the good news with this transit is that if there's a really good plan in place and plenty of structure, things are going to work out. However, if folks want to be combative, shoot from the hip, or just pluck at straws, it could be disastrous. Your affirmation for this week: I am focused on patience and kindness. Let's get right to the cards. So, on Sunday, we have a number 5 angel numerology number, which is about adventure, and the moon is in Aquarius. Go to my Divine Daily Blast to learn a little bit more about the numbers and where the moon is. Now, on Sunday, there's a lot of healing going on, which means taking time to breathe through any cantankerous people, any awkward situations, instead of launching into angry responses. We've got the 3 of air: sorrow, forgiveness, healing. We can see our subject being comforted by her guardian angels, saying, there. It's going to be okay, Poppet. We got you. We see you. We love you. We understand you. Moving into Monday, the 7 of water. Choices, overanalyzing, procrastination, on and on and on. The carousel of chaos. Your guardian angels are saying, you've got 444 up here in the window. You've got all the chakras lined up. And they're sort of saying to you, jump off. Make a choice. You can't make a wrong choice. You can't make a wrong turn. Just do it. Moving into Tuesday, major arcana card with the 17 showing up, the star. And we see our subject saying inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. We've got a number 7 on Tuesday, which is the number of focus. The last quarter moon and sun aligning harmoniously with Saturn right before it changes sign. So ask yourself, what has the last few years taught you? And can you learn from the lessons over the last couple of years? But don't forget to be grateful to the universe for what you have learned and where you are going. Now, in this image, the stars are aligned, both of these urns have equal amounts of water pouring back down. One is pouring into the source, the other is watering the ground. We've got 1 foot in the flow and 1 foot just slightly lifting off, moving forward. So find the energy of inspiration, find the energy of fulfillment, and dig into focusing on faith. Now, Thursday, 2 of air, kind of thoughts and feelings, and we don't know. Now, we've got 3 of air at the beginning of the week. Now, the 2 of air comes up: indecision, avoidance, and confusion. I like to call this standing at a crossroads and vacillating. It's okay to do it, but you may have to get quiet. You may have to meditate on Thursday. You might have to look at things in a new way. You may have to consult some really good friends. But the moon is in Pisces on Thursday, and it's a number 8 angel numerology day, which is all about success. It's also the end of another moon cycle, because it starts to move into Aries on Friday. Oh, no, this is Wednesday. On Thursday. So this is Wednesday's message. So it's time to be tying up loose ends. And I think this is why we've got this 2 of air. What have you got to remove, release, let go of before you move on? Could be a little confusing. Let's move on now to Thursday, the 6 of fire. Whatever decisions you make on Wednesday look favorable for Thursday: success, recognition, self-esteem. We have the moon actually in Aries, ready to move forward, pushing into first gear. Venus and Mars are fixed into a line to expect things to be super social and even romantic. Moving on into Friday, the Queen of Fire, don't mess with me, I got this. Miss Multitasker, on the phone taking an order while her hands are filling another order, and she's on the phone to the bank borrowing money to make the just making all this up. This woman is a multitasker, intelligent, exuberant, and determined. So the moon is definitely moved into Aries, and we have a 10-1 angel numerology day, being completion of one's phase, brand new phase on the horizon. Saturn is getting ready to leave Pisces and move into Aries, so it is the end of the era, and focusing on what you've learned from it. Moving into Saturday, we've got the renewal card, number 20, major arcana card. This is the only major arcana card for the whole week. Try to be adaptable rather than stubborn. Give yourself freedom to express yourself and freedom to think whatever you want to think. And you might give yourself some surprising solutions to anything that may have been a sticking point. Reflection, self-evaluation, but more importantly, definitely a rebirth. Saturday is the day for non-judgment. Judgments create a box, they create a prison, they create a jailhouse. Try to be free of the shackles of personal judgment and judgment of others. On Saturday, we have a number 2 day, and the moon is in Taurus. Number 2, angel numerology number 2 is to keep going, keep the faith, keep moving forward, keep that momentum happening. There isn't a lot going on this week planetary-wise, but these messages talk about breathing deep during the week, like midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, making some decisions and landing on them beginning of the week, and then getting to the point where you can move things forward towards the end of the week. All right, I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and giving me the comments. Until tomorrow morning when I bring you another Divine Daily Blast, all my love. Bye for now.